today we're going to talk about properties of isosceles triangles. And so if you notice here, I have a picture of an isosceles triangle. The reason why we know this is an isosceles triangle is because of the two tick marks. And what these two tick marks mean is that these two sides are the same. And since they are the same, we know something about these two base angles. Notice we have the base angles here in green. Okay? We call the angles opposite the congruent sides base angles. So how you find the base angles again? This is a congruent side, so there is one base angle. This is a congruent side, there is another base angle. Those congruent sides we call the legs, and then we have the base of the triangle, which is between the base angles. And last but not least, we have the vertex angle, which is located, okay, opposite of the base. So now you have a conjecture sheet. It is both a front and a back. The first page, you will use the padding paper that I've given you. Now notice what this says. This isn't like you do one padding paper per group. You are each going to do a padding paper investigation here. You need to complete all of the steps, and then as a result, complete the isosceles triangle conjecture. So then what you're going to do is you're going to flip the page over. You're going to go ahead then and complete the next conjecture. That one needs a compass and a straight edge. Okay, once you get done with that, you're going to be able to complete the converse of the isosceles triangle conjecture. When everybody is done with that, we're going to go over problem 7 on your homework, and then you'll have the rest of the time to work. So what I need you right now is to do the investigations. When everybody's done, I'll bring you back together. We'll fill the blanks in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now you've just finished your investigations. We're going to go ahead and fill in the blanks in these conjectures. It says, if a triangle is isosceles, then what? What can you conclude if a triangle is isosceles?
The base angles are equal.
Its base angles are congruent. Now that's pretty much the same thing as equal, but remember, angles are a geometric shape, and so congruent means geometrically equal. That's why we're using congruent there. Let's look at the next conjecture. If a triangle has two congruent angles, then it is an isosceles triangle. So if you have just any two congruent angles, you will have an isosceles triangle. So now what I need you to do is go to section 4.2 in your book. We are going to look specifically at number 7, and I'm going to give you a hint so that that will help you with number 8 and 9 on your homework. So first of all, here's number 7. Now we're going to utilize the fact that in an isosceles triangle, base angles are congruent. And so if you notice here, it says the measure of angle T equals. The measure of angle T equals. And so how can I find the measure of angle T from looking at this diagram?
Well, because you know 78 and 24, if you add those together and subtract.
So to find angle T, I'm going to take 180 minus 78 minus 24. So go ahead and do that for me and tell me what you get. What is the measure of angle T?
82.
So you took 180 minus 78 minus 24? Really? I got 78 degrees.
Well, my calculator didn't work.
180 minus 78 minus 24, I believe, is 78 degrees. So in looking at this, now what I need to do is find what the perimeter of triangle TBS is. So let's think. We've learned about isosceles triangles, right? And in looking at this, I've got two base angles that are congruent. If these are congruent, what two sides will be the same?
The opposite sides.
Yeah, TV.
This is one of them, and what else?
That one.
TV.
This one. So really what that tells me is that 38.5 equals
Y is 2.
Y plus 22.5.
Oh, wait, no, Y is
Okay, those are both the same, so those sides are the same. So now, in looking at that, it's pretty easy to find what Y is, right? To find what Y is, I'm going to subtract 22.5.
16.
What does Y equal? 16.
Smarty.
So now let's fill in the blanks. First of all, I know that Y plus 22.5 has to equal 38.5 because it's an isosceles triangle, because those two angles were the same. I know that Y is 16. So what I need to do in order to find the perimeter is I need to add 16, I need to add 38.5, and I need to add 38.5.
93.
And you end up getting 93 centimeters. And yes, you do need to label. So that's what you're going to have to be looking at doing today. Your assignment is going to be on pages 208 through 209. Your assignment is 1 through 9. Okay? 208 through 209, I'm just going to double check real quick. And you have to do on this page 1 through 9, and we've already done number 7. So due
Do we not
tomorrow.
have to do number 7?